Morning, afternoon, evening people, welcome back to the channel. Something a bit different for you today. So I've been and bought myself a strimmer. So I thought I'd do a bit of a review of it. Now I'm not sponsored by anybody. I bought this with my own money. No affiliate link to it, anything like that. So it's going to be an honest kind of review. So I bought this particular strimmer because it was recommended to me by Wooly over at Wooly's World. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. And he does trimming, chainsawing, chopping wood, that kind of thing. He was doing a strimming video. I dropped a comment saying, mate, I want a strimmer. What should I be going for? And this was recommended by him. So I've been and bought one. Now this was 137 quid delivered. Brand new, 12 months warranty. I did find some on eBay reconditioned for 108 quid. But I thought for the sake of like 29 quid, I'll just buy a brand new one. Anyway, so let's get it open and see what we got. So this strimmer is 52cc 2-stroke petrol, and I was wrong about the warranty. It's 3 years, so well worth paying the extra 30 quid I reckon for a brand new one. Now the reason I went for a strimmer and not a lawnmower is I've got multiple sites. So I've got a small garden, strimmer's perfect for it. Got the allotment, and I've got my apiary around my hives. So strimmer's perfect. I can just throw it in the boot of the car and take it to whichever site. And also the allotment and the apiary don't have electricity, so I need some petrol. On top of that, when I do the allotment or the garden, you need a strimmer for the edges anyway. So I thought I may as well just go for a strimmer. So in the box then, it's your harness, a mixer bottle, your petrol, the guard, grass cutter attachment, and your bush cutter attachment, brush cutter, and obviously the unit, the engine, handles. It does split in half, which is another good feature. It's a lot easier just to throw it in the boot, move it about. And accessories pack, what's this got? So spanners, a couple of spare clips and some spanners. Obviously instruction manual. Okay, so in that little tool bag you find an Allen key. So it says first thing to do is attach the throttle handle. So what we're going to do, loosen off these Allen keys that are quite loose, quite tight should I say. Insert this. Make sure that this cable is going underneath. Just have a feel. I'll just put it in so it's halfway. Just going to nip that up, tighten it at the end. And now attach that, then the other handle, it's got no cables to it. Little wiggle and in it goes. Have a quick look at making sure they're lined up. And then we'll tighten these up. Not going to do them too tight. Okay, that's our handles on. Let's move to the next step. So next step, lower guard assembly. So the screws will be in the guard. So take those off. This goes onto there. Tail light's not the same Allen key. There's a large Allen key in that tool pack. Just going to nip those up. Just finger tight, don't do it too tight. Okay, so the first thing we're going to fit is the grass trimmer. Now, This part here, I believe, is just for when you're using the brush cutter attachment. So this comes in the toolkit. What we're going to do is remove this. What you've got to do is you've got to take your 5mm Allen key, push this through this hole, and in there you see another hole, and that is to lock that in place, stop it turning. And then remove that bolt. But we're removing that clockwise, so it screws anti-clockwise, so it's the opposite. It's not righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. Also, just notice now, while looking at the brush cutter attachment fitting, there's also this. That also needs to be removed. And the grass cutter attachment, we're going to screw that on anti-clockwise. However, we are going to have to lock. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to lock this in place again now. You can see more clearly the two holes. Now anti-clockwise. Screw the grass cutter on. Don't do it up too tight. So that's both parts you're now assembled. In that little toolkit you'll find two clips where you can clip the cable to the shaft, which we're going to do now. So that's cable clips in place. What I've done is I've ensured the cable is not touching this part of the engine, as this might get hot. I don't know, we'll see. So next thing now is the top bit to the bottom bit with our split shaft. Now on here there's two little plastic clips. Slips together like that, so you can't do it the wrong way, it'll only go one way. And then just tighten this up. So that's whole units together. Now let's speak about adjustments and the harness. And this part hangs here. That just clips on there like that. Now this is adjustable up and down the shaft. The angle of the handles are adjustable, and the position of this is adjustable, so you can adjust it to what suits you best. Now this seems fine for me. So out of the box, with the settings it came with, this is about right. So the next thing we're going to move on to then is fuel. Now it's a two-stroke engine, so two-stroke oil, unleaded petrol, and the mixture is 40:1 ratio, 40 parts petrol, 1 part two-stroke oil. Now the fuel capacity of that tank is 1.2 litres. It says to leave headspace, so I'm going to assume it'll take 1 litre. But it does come with this mixing bottle, which is 500ml. I don't see why it's got a 1 litre tank but a 500ml bottle. And basically there's two lines on there, a line that says petrol and a line that says oil. So you filter the petrol level line, then put oil to the second line. That's the right mixture. Now I did the maths. So 1 litre of fuel is 25ml of two-stroke oil. So that line to that line, this being 500ml of fuel, will be 12.5ml. I don't know why I didn't just supply it with a 1 litre fuel can, 25ml of two-stroke oil to 1 litre, job done. So in reality, I've got a full tank. I have to mix 2 of these, so I might just buy a 1 litre bottle. But anyway, let's make a fuel mix, fill it up, and we'll speak about getting it started. Now I will put a link in the description to this 2-stroke oil. It was £6.99 delivered off Amazon, and it is an affiliate link. I'm kind of hoping that this filler nozzle don't leak. First thing first, fill this up to 500ml. So fill our fuel up to the first line. Now we're going to add 2-stroke oil to the second line, which will be 12.5ml of 2-stroke oil. So I'll turn this around so I can see. Let's put it on a flat surface. There you go. On with our lid. Just to make sure that 2-stroke oil is mixed evenly throughout the fuel. I'm not saying shake it vigorously, just invert it a few times. So you can see there's our mixture. So now let's fuel the strimmer. Like I said, it's 1.2 litre tank, so it should hold a litre. And the cap, you can't lose it, it's held there by that little tag. I don't have a funnel, so I'm hoping that pour it into this bottle without spilling any. So it's only half a tank, so we're not going to have to worry about the headspace. I have noticed that did leak a little bit, but there we go. Probably should use a funnel. Potentially a better method might be is just to get 5 litres of fuel, add 125ml of 2-stroke oil to the entire can, and just use that to fill it, rather than mucking about from this into the little bottle to the 2-stroke oil to the tank. So yeah. Okay, so look at the engine now. There's your pull cord start. There's your choke. It does say for the first start, starting it cold, just to flick the choke on. So we'll do that. The next thing you've got to do then is you've got to prime it with fuel. And just there you'll see a little priming bulb. So you've got to press that 6 or 7 times. Just get it primed with petrol, and now we'll move on to getting it started. Okay, so I did have microphone issues at this point. On the handle there you see a start button, a red start button. So just give that button a push and then pull the pull cord just to get it started. Okay, at this stage I've got the strimmer started, hooking it onto the body harness, give it a few revs, and we're going to get strimming. There you go, you can see it go, see how effective it is. So as you can see there, it made short work of the garden. I'm sure we'll be fine at the allotment, brilliant up at the apiary for keeping the grass down. So if you did find that video useful, you're interested in buying one, give us a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.